That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
They'll run with Thompson. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The defense will not play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. Cousins on 3rd and 2. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
On the ground, it's Thompson. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. And we'll have to check the flag, but I think this one's going to stand. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd down following the run. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now they'll throw with Breeze. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Sewer Cravens coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And they're going to have a 3rd down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Here's Breeze. This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, 36 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Now it's Chris Thompson on the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And here come the Redskins now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Got his target, Pierre Garçon. It'll go as a gain of 12, and it'll be first down, Redskins.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And now they're in the hurry up. A play fake to Jones. Now Cousins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
It's complete. Flainer, right side. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. First half in the book. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Little motion now from the tight end. Ingram again, a first down carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Second down to the offense needing 5 yards. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And an alley to run. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Breeze gives it up to Ingram. No gain on the play there, second down. Well, they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage, usually an 8-man front. That's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense won in a big way. No gain at all.
Breeze to throw on second down. And that's complete to Cooks. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Josh Hill, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. And he's able to put it through. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Stephon Anthony not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. One man in the backfield. That's Jones. Throwing. Cousins under a heavy rush, and down he goes. James Laurinaitis in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Cousins, a hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end, and it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go. Over. Back there, that's Billy, here we go. Leopard.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins surveying the field. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw, Cousins eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
I think the defense has to feel really good about what's going on here. They've hit him, harassed him, sacked him a bunch of times, and now he's starting to get a little jittery in the pocket. Feet are starting to move around a little bit. Sometimes they start to feel ghosts. People aren't even there.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
To throw is Cousins. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. See if they stay on the ground for second down. On second down, here's Breeze. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Breeze now on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
So after that stop, you know that third down is not a gimme if you're on the offensive team. So what are you going to do? Run it again? Or maybe you go play action and try and throw the ball and pick up the necessary yardage.
They come out here in the I. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now Breeze. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Second down now after the incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Cousins now. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you off.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Second down, Cousins. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Matt Jones punching it in from a yard away. And the Redskins have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Looking for his tight end Fleener, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the All-Pro, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Well, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Breeze to try again after the pick 6. Left side and caught by Fleener. A good pickup there, a 22. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
He's got time. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. That was close to a big play and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Breeze now to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. A very solid gain of 27. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Breeze. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Ingram taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. And this one through the uprights and good. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. On the return, this is Rashad Ross now. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense.
All right, here we go.
Cousins now on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Deshaun Jackson, 74 yards. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And that is incomplete here. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd and short.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Bree's going to try and throw on third down. He's going to air one out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a first down carry by Jones. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hold on. No. Check, Patriot. Check.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
Cousins with a give to Jones. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Cousins hands to Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Watch it now, Barney. Set, lead. No. Off. Watch it now, Barney. Black 99 Philly, here we go.
Now Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Go.
1 man in the backfield. That's Jones. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Jordan Reed, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And this will be good. Off the right upright, but he got a favorable bounce, and he gets it to go. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every